Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and as an Indian person, we do believe in things known as karma, ladies and gentlemen. What energy you give into this world, you receive it tenfold. Now, today's person of interest is Ice Poseidon, a person that I covered about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, where this person was, responsible, allegedly, for stealing money from their fans and in part of a crypto project, so to speak. Now, this would be one thing that obviously, if any influencer did, I have a severe dislike for this in practice. A lot of influencers on the platform have done similar crypto projects. A lot of those crypto projects, in fact, a grand majority of them, have spectacularly failed. And a lot of the fans that trusted these people lost their money. Now, I also personally believe if you are stupid enough to trust an influencer with your financial decisions, then there is a degree of responsibility on you. In fact, if you lose your life savings by that, yeah, I feel bad for you, sure, 100%, I do. But then again, you also kind of fucking deserve to goddamn be slapped across the face financially for your stupid decisions. Anyways, though, that being said, it seems like karma has caught up to our friend Ice Poseidon. Because apparently Ice Poseidon is facing up to 5 years in a Thai jail for an obscene lap dance. Now, this is actually a video that I kind of want to cover because it really allows me to talk about what I think are excessive laws around the world. I actually don't think Ice Poseidon should be facing 5 years or paying a massively high amount as 100,000 Thai bahts, which, by the way, is equivalent to $2,843. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense by the law. Any person that commits an offense in the following act shall be subject to no more than 5 years or no more than 100,000 baht, which, by the way, is like, it's insane. It's like you either could lose up to 5 years of your lifespan or you paid $2,000 as a max penalty. There's just no equivalence there, but whatever, we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. Now, for anybody that follows Kick streamers, you probably realize that in amongst a lot of your gaming and gambling streams, there is a fair amount of streamers that do IRL content, and they make themselves look like jackasses. Now, Ice was at a restaurant, a hotel, a pretty, sizable, pretty good-looking one, a well-presented hotel, so to speak, where he eventually stripped down into lingerie and started to actually lap dance. And of course, the warnings were given by hotel staff, even the manager, as far as I understand. Now, Ice Poseidon, being the man of the content that he is, decided to say, fuck it, lock myself in the room and call it a day. Now, it's because of this situation that Ice was actually arrested. Now, I would have covered this about a week ago, but honestly, it never really went anywhere, and I actually didn't believe this. I thought this was kind of a meme for the most part. My wife told me that finding a hat like that is very, very difficult because they couldn't find where to purchase the exact uniform on the internet. So this kind of led some credence. So we're going to listen to an apology video, this time not with a ukulele. So sit back, relax, and listen to what I believe to be the most legitimate influencer apology in recent years.
I'm being held in Thailand for the actions that I've done a few nights ago at a hotel in Bangkok, Thailand. I wanted to make this video to apologize to Mrs. Noparat Oompa and the Buy Tree Hotel in Bangkok for the actions that I've done. I did not know the severity of the actions that I've caused. And I was just trying to have fun, and I'm sorry. We were drunk, we were in a room. I just didn't understand the severity of what I've done. I'm lap dancing on my girlfriend, and I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry.
I did not want to cause any negative actions towards anyone, and I didn't want to make the hotel look bad or anything. So I apologize.
We are apologize.
I hope for the speedy release of all of us, and thank you.
So from what I understand, this apology was pretty much brought out at gunpoint at this moment in time. So if you ever got like that, oh shit, this reminds me of like an ISIS beheading video, this is why, ladies and gentlemen. This was an apology brought upon by duress, it seems. So, of course, Ice Poseidon, all right, and the few of the people that were there alongside, from, his statements, they've actually been bailed out. Here you've got the jail I was in just had a bucket with poop already in it. Oh no. Yeah, if you're in a prison outside in the Asian parts of the world, yeah, it ain't pretty. If I get 5 years, oh Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to blank that one out. If he gets 5 years, let's just say it won't be pretty. The bail was like 12K for everyone. Yeah, they bailed themselves out 12,000 USD. Not good. It's very serious. Our bail was almost unavailable. We all face heavy charges with a lot of jail time. Now, you might be wondering, what is the actual law that they broke? There's actually a law that an OnlyFans couple that were operating in Thailand actually ended up facing too. So the law in particular is actually part of a new series of cybercrime laws. And if you ever wanted to understand how bad Thailand actually got, back in 2006, there was actually a coup d'etat by the actual military against the acting like power right there. And it caused the entire country to basically have the military take over, cancel the Schedule 15 October elections, yeah, great, abrogated the 1997 Constitution, dissolved Parliament, Constitutional Court, banned protests and all political activities, suppressed and censored the media, declared martial law nationwide, and arrested cabinet ministers. So then there was another coup, which is in 2014. And yeah, Thailand is not exactly known as the freest country in the world. In fact, if you go to a website known as Freedom House, they actually have different ratings in terms of the status of a country and its freedoms. So when it comes to internet freedom in this case, if you look at Thailand, 39 out of 100. And believe it or not, they do in fact give you a report to signify just why they've gotten a 39 out of 100 score. And of course, if you wanted to look into it, you absolutely can. They actually got reports for nearly every country in the world. So if you ever wonder how free your country is, check out Freedom House. Now, while Thailand will say, hey, listen, we do allow things like freedom of expression. It's about as much freedom of expression and press as North Korea provides its people. So don't expect to ever receive any fair trials in the country. From what I understand, the person behind this who actually caused this apology from Ice Poseidon and actually ended up getting him arrested appears to probably have some serious connections. This is actually scary because in a lot of cases, if you do stupid shit in another country, they'll probably just deport your ass and you'll never be able to go back for a specific period of time or forever. And usually for most people, that's fine. But generally, when a foreigner is arrested like this and they're making fucking apology videos, that's the country trying to make an example out of the foreigner to scare other foreigners and never have like another situation like this repeat. It's kind of like the one kick streamer in Japan right now making a fool of himself. If they ever actually got like tried and sent to prison for like 10 years, that's the Japanese making an example out of one idiot. So then 20 idiots will be deterred from entering the country. That's effectively what's going on here. Now, I personally don't agree with some of these laws because I think, realistically, if you're in a hotel that you pay for and you're out there filming a lap dance, on your own, again, it's hazy when you're broadcasting it for the world to see, you should be allowed to have the freedom to do so. But then again, I live in a country where you don't get arrested for that shit, yet. This guy is operating out of Thailand, which if you look at their laws, specifically for the cybercrime laws, Section 14 says, if any person commits any offense of the following acts, shall be subject to imprisonment for no more than 5 years or a fine of not more than 100,000 baht or both. All right, you might have to pay the 2,200 USD and serve 5 years, dodging prison showers. It is what it is. So if you look at Section 3 and 4, this involves import to a computer system of any computer data related with an offense against the kingdom's security under the criminal code. Section 4 says that involves import to a computer system of any computer data of a pornographic nature that is publicly accessible. And of course, Section 5 involves the dissemination or forwarding of computer data already known to be computer data under Section 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ladies and gentlemen, effectively what had triggered in this case was like an anti-pornography law. Now, again, I don't agree with anti-obscenity laws. I think that, when it comes to the internet and it comes to freedoms, the government should only have as much involvement as they realistically should. You should be allowed to be free in a lot of cases. In this situation, though, there was actually a law being broken. I guess the closest equivalence is like if you went to Saudi Arabia, like you just went to a Jeddah hotel and started filming a fucking porn. Yeah, you probably would not just get arrested or be paying a fine. You may, in fact, be beheaded, okay? That's pretty much how bad things can get. I don't agree with the severity of some of these like punishments, but then again, I also don't go to these countries and then willingly break those specific laws. That is a bad thing to do. And in this situation, I think what Ice Poseidon and a lot of his cohorts who were streaming with him failed to realize that, yeah, these were laws in the country, and these are laws that I didn't even expect from Thailand in the first place. Again, it's like if they had went to like countries like Iran or Saudi Arabia and did this stuff, and then they got arrested, I think the entire world would have been like, dog, what were you expecting going to an ultra-conservative country and doing this? But I don't think many people expected this out of Thailand. I personally didn't, especially from the country that's been memed on for like, massage parlors and whatnot. Did not expect them to have crazy anti-porn laws to the point where like you were suffering 5 years in a prison or paying up to 100,000 of their specific currency. That's a bit wild, in my opinion. And it's one of those things where I'm genuinely like certain that Ice and like a few of the cohorts were just memeing and having fun. And even if they were warned, this is still a massive penalty. And again, I think personally it's designed and it's being enforced on him as a way for like him to actually be a public spectacle. Now, granted, he's posted bail, and I think his court date's in like 6 months, so 6 months or 2024. And you got to understand, when you post bail, you're still not allowed to leave the country, okay? Like you're basically just outside prison waiting for your actual court to come in. So the sentencing hasn't been confirmed. Once he goes to court, and if they choose to make an example out of him, this might be one of the first IRL streamers next to Arab Andy. Yeah, Google that story real quick. It's a wild one. To go to prison for violating, obscenity laws. Except in Arab Andy's case, I was actually just like, breaching security and all that bullshit. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, IRL streamers, man. It's only a matter of time before you take a fat fucking L. That being said, though, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I dislike Ice Poseidon, especially for like the scamming kind of stuff, I genuinely do kind of hope the best for him. I don't think he violated this law, expecting the massive punishments that he was getting. And I don't agree with any law that's going to punish somebody to this severity for something they do behind closed doors in their own area. Granted, again, it's a bit hazy considering this was streamed to the public, so obviously the egg was on the face of the hotel and the management behind them. But yeah, anyways, that's just what I think. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section below. If you wanted to laugh at this, hey, laugh at this in the comment section below. This is me, Mudahar, and yeah, I'm out.